He asked a question about how I calculate performance with the official VTS portfolio. And my answer was basically simple. I track it so that it accurately reflects what a real subscriber would get if they followed my daily emails. And there was a sort of a back and forth miscommunication between what formulas I use. I thought, you know what? Why don't I just go actually show you my spreadsheet? It's far easier than you think. So if we go to the defensive rotation strategy, just as an example, this is going to be extremely easy because, like I said, we haven't actually switched positions in a while. So what I do, what you're looking at here, it's all based on live trading. So the first here, the green, anytime you see the green, this is my official trades, right? So QLD, of course, it's just marked at the end of the month and then picked up again at the end of the month. There are months that that's not the case. Like obviously March, we were more active. We ducked out of utilities quite a few times. You know, sometimes we do that. And then of course, I'll mark winning trades in green and losing trades in red. But essentially there are times when it's a little more active, but this is very easy to track because we haven't done a whole lot. So the blue, I also always track the end of day values, just to have this record for myself. Later in the future, I can compare the time that I sent the email out versus the end of day prices. It's basically irrelevant, but I like to track it anyway. And then the official entry is always going to be the green, right? All the green stuff. Those are my official trades. Live trading. And then the exit is the same thing. The green is what I exited at. Again, this is very easy to do. You can see end of day, end of day. That's because I mark it at the end of this month, pick it up the end of next month. But of course, that's not always the case. And then the blue, of course, I'm going to track the end of day again. And then we go ahead and take the official trade, which is always the green, and then the actual results, right? And you can see, obviously, we've been doing very well. And the end of day and the live portfolio are the same results because we've basically just held the position. But for all of our ETF strategies, this is what I do. I just mark it based on if you bought the QLD and then you sold the QLD. This is, I think, the miscommunication that we had. When I'm tracking official portfolio performance, it has to be based on live trading, where if I buy the QLD, it's based on if I sell it 5 months later, it's the difference between those two things. Now, I think the miscommunication was that, yes, of course, when I'm trading something like my actual spreadsheet, and this is a very big spreadsheet, I'm not going to go through it, but for the actual strategy like this, for these, this is just for my own tracking. And for these, I do use daily rebalancing because in this case, it's very easy for me to just sub in a different asset class and see what would have happened. So over here, I actually do quite a bit of that. Or actually what I could do is I could use strategic, which is actually quite a bit more interesting. This is cool for me when I use daily rebalancing because you can see what I'm doing here. I'm actually testing pretty much every single asset class I can think of in that threshold of the strategy. And at the end of it all, at all of this testing, I can actually figure out which ones are performing how, right? I can track them all against each other and I can very easily just substitute different asset classes. Maybe I just thought of one in my head and I want to add it to the system. So I'll say, oh, I wonder how such and such would have done. This is why I use daily rebalancing for my spreadsheet tracking. But when it comes to actual performance, it's based on the live trading, entries, exits, everything is marked at the end of the month. So for example, June, the last price is the closing price in the end of May. For July, it's the closing price at the end of June. This month, we're still going strong with the exact same position we've been in since, the end of March there. And this is how I do it. So hopefully that kind of makes it a little more clear for you that when I kept saying, I think we were just talking past each other that, look, it's as simple as you think it is. It's just this minus this. And my strategy building is based on daily rebalancing, top to bottom, 19-year data. I can just sub everything in. Live trading is live trading. It's just what price did I get? How much did that trade make? What allocation percentage was it in the portfolio? Right now, it's pretty easy, 20% weighting each. Super simple stuff. So for an extensive volatility metrics dashboard updated daily, and to see all of the live trades for our tactical rotation and option strategies, click this link right here and claim your free trial to the VTS community. You're always welcome to join us anytime. See you next time.